It'd be so funny when I be seeing that real man this, real man stuff online. It's just crazy. The same people, on the other hand, will talk about equality and all that type of stuff. Not that I'm raging or wanting equality, for I know equality doesn't exist. It's a fool's errand. Only people who do not grasp the full and total situation in which they are trying to change will always try to fight or establish a basis of equality in things within an imperfect society or an imperfect species or being that is a falsehood, but can be made perfect. But the things are not made perfect within equity through human beings or mankind, but it's made through equity and purpose through Christ Jesus, as in the ways which will be established when he shall come. So it just it doesn't make any sense. It's like I got a bike, I got a bicycle over there right now. I know how to take the wheel off and the right, left, loose, and rather tighter. I know how to change the tire. I know how to change the tube. I know how to patch the tube up. I know how to take the chain off. I know how to replace the chain. A new entire differently chain. But if another man doesn't know how to do so, I'm not going to attack his humanity and take his manhood away from him just because he doesn't know how to change the tire on the bike. I'm not going to take his manhood away from him just because he doesn't know how to replace a chain. I'm not going to take away his manhood from him just because he doesn't know how to patch a patch within a tube, an inner tube. I'm not going to take away his humanity just because he doesn't know how to do something, or just because he doesn't do something in the way that I would want him to do it. That's weakness. And that's what a lot of people do whenever they see men doing things that they do not like or do not condone or do not do this. Well, oh, they're not a real man. That's not this. Not this. Not the real man. This real man. That was like, my goodness. It. I don't think people grasp or fully understand how just ridiculous it is. You know. And then on the same instance, how hypocritical it is. Because in the same sense, in the same manner, out of the same mouths in which they speak with, they'll say, well, you gotta be your own person. Don't follow the herd. Well, all of you are following the herd. Are you a real man? You're definitely following the herd. If you are a real man. As simple as that. Oh, you don't know how to fix a car? You're not a real man. Well, you don't know how to pop a chain. If you got a pop chain, you don't know how to replace that chain. Or if you get a flat tire, you don't know how to patch your tire on your bicycle. You're not a real man. You don't know how to put pegs on the back wheel of a BMX bike. You're definitely not a real man there, partner. You don't know how to do a kickflip on a skateboard. You're not a real man. What? It just doesn't make any sense. Why do people continue to insist on attacking a man's humanity just because he does something a certain way or does something vile or evil or bad or good or whatever it is? I don't care what a man does. As long as I'm never going to strip away his humanity, he can go and kill a whole nation of people. Now, I'm still going to acknowledge the evil of that man. I'm still going to acknowledge that that man or the men needs to be held accountable, but I'm not going to take away or sell myself into a delusion of that man not being what he actually is, therefore a man. I'm not going to say that's not a real man. He's an animal. No, no, that's like a that's like a that's like a like I'm not doing that, man. I'm not, like, that's just so cowardly and it's so weak and it's so evil and obtuse. Every time somebody doesn't do something that you don't want them to do, or something that